arriving in Luxembourg, I met a couple of girls at my hostel and we all said the same thing. We had no clue what there was to do in Luxembourg, but for some reason we'd all decided to go there anyway. We headed off on our first day to go get a coffee before walking around the city. We came across a weekend market in the main square, explored some of the parks and many green areas around town. Luxembourg has definitely figured out the balance between buildings and nature so well. The variation and elevation definitely adds to this, but there's so many cool bridges and alleyways around as well that everything just feels incredibly cohesive in a way that a lot of other big cities kind of lack. We stopped at the National Gallery/Museum, which has a very detailed history of Luxembourg, but also a bunch of amazing artwork and a collection of photos by Edward Steichen, who's kind of, in my opinion, the founder of modern portraiture photography. We then went to Urban for dinner, which did some of the best fries I've ever had. We also split a dessert, which was very fun to do. The next morning they headed off to the train station and I decided to explore the city myself. I went up the hill to one of the forts and had a wander around there. I stumbled across some Portuguese dances as well, which was really lovely to see. To be honest, this constituted about the entirety of what I did in Luxembourg and what some people would say there is to do, as once you've checked out the main area, the only other things to do are wander around the parks and enjoy the city atmosphere. I understand how some people say you could get bored here, but to me it was so gorgeous and just well balanced that I felt like I would be able to just enjoy being in the environment. I absolutely loved it, as I really enjoyed being able to just move from being in the city to the beautiful parks, and the energy of the city was just so lovely as well. I absolutely loved it, and I would definitely recommend coming through, even if it's just for a few days, to see what it's like, as if they have the highest GDP in the world, there's definitely a few things that this tiny nation is doing right. From here, I headed down to Switzerland, which I'll be exploring in next week's video, so I hope you will tune in for that one.